Hey there, Sunshine, the Pink Haired Psychic Medium, back again for some more really great stuff around psychic mediums, right? That's what I'm here talking about. That's what we've been jiving about lately. And the question that came up as I was thinking about what to chat with you about is like, all psychics, are they all for hire? Like, if I were to meet a psychic medium on the street and they said, hey, I'm a psychic medium, should I automatically assume I can hire them? Blink, 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 right? Let me start off by saying not all psychic mediums are using their gift for profit purposes, meaning not all psychic mediums are for hire. No, the answer is very clear. No, not all psychic mediums are for hire, right? And so let me share a little bit of what I mean by that. My belief is that every single one of us have psychic abilities. It's just that not everyone is using them, right? And so a professional psychic is someone that is literally exchanging value for their services, right? They themselves have recognized and accepted their own gifts. They know that their gifts can help others, right? And they're exchanging value in order for you to take advantage and leverage their services. And I'm being very intentional by saying value here, because there are some professional psychic mediums that may not be taking anything of value in exchange, right? They may not be asking for any money, any favors, anything of that nature, right? Once upon a time, before I was psychic, I had my friends that would ask me to come over and they'd cook me dinner in order to do. That's a value. That's a value exchange, right? Or back when I would drink, they'd buy drinks or anything of that nature, or buy me a pack of smokes when I smoked, right? All in order for me to be able to share and provide my services, right? So a professional psychic is someone that is literally exchanging value in order for their service, right? But if you're sitting down and maybe your friend asks you to just pull a couple of cards and tell them what you see, right? That makes you no less than a psychic. You're not asking for value to be exchanged, but it makes you no less than a psychic, right? The first version that I was talking about is a psychic that's for hire. You are just a gosh darn psychic that's helping your friends, right? So let's understand, why would someone that has strong psychic abilities not want to use them in a professional capacity and be paid for them, right? So the number one reason is a lot of people find more comfort just using their gifts for personal reasons, right? Let me explain what that means to you. They're using it in their day-to-day life, right? They're on a strong spiritual path. Their psychic abilities are on fire, lit up, right? And they are using those psychic abilities. Some would call this following their intuition to go down and navigate whatever the path is in life that they are meant to go down, right? They're following their intuition, the trails, the synchronicities. They keep leading them where they need to go. Next, important life decisions. I find that a lot of people that have psychic abilities, even though they may not be actively tapping into them on a regular basis, they are using them for important decisions in their life. These are the folks that are pulling out a pendulum board, maybe their tarot cards, maybe oracle card deck, whenever there is something big and major that is shaking up within their life, right? They're still a psychic, still a psychic. And last but not least, the reason why folks would use them for personal reasons only is for healing. Folks that have psychic abilities are often able to tap into the healing energies of the universe a lot easier. So this is things like prayer, right? Prayer is a form of healing. So they're being able to pray, being able to visualize the healing, being able to send the energetic, they're all part of psychic abilities, right? So a lot of people that are psychics don't choose to get paid to use those gifts because they're completely happy, content using them to navigate through their own life. Another reason why someone may not be for hire is, let's be real. Sometimes you just need a break from it. Maybe they were for hire. Maybe they've done it 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 15, 20 years. And maybe they just need some space. Being a psychic medium is energetically a challenging career. I equate it to an ex-boyfriend of mine. He was a roofer. He also worked construction. He would get up at 6 o'clock every morning, head over to the site, and he would work physically draining work for 8 to 10 hours every day. By the time he would come home, he wanted dinner, he wanted to relax, and within about 2.5 hours, he was in bed to do it all over again. Now, as a psychic medium, I'm not using my physical body in that way, but I am using my physical body to receive messages. I'm using my mental mind to receive messages. I'm even using my spiritual body to receive messages. All of that, connecting to other people's energy, can be very dangerous and chaotic sometimes, and therefore catch us off guard. Doesn't happen very often, but it can. And it can be energetically draining. The other thing too is channeling messages, meaning getting information to come through. All of those messages, right, can often come through very fast. Some of the times when I'm channeling, the stuff that's coming through, the pictures, the sounds, the imagery, all coming through at once, and my mouth cannot even relay it out fast enough. Even if I were to do automatic writing, I can't even relay it out fast enough, right? So it can be draining to us, which means if someone is taking a break, they probably know how to be caring for themselves. Incredibly good, powerful psychic mediums are very protective of their own energy, have strong energetic boundaries, strong intentional boundaries to make sure that they are always resting and restoring themselves. That being said, what if you do want to hire a psychic? Maybe you are going down the street, you run into someone and they say they're a psychic medium, right? Should you just jump in and hire them on the spot if they say, yeah, you can hire me? Maybe. I mean, maybe you can. Maybe your intuition is telling you to do so, right? But if you want to hire a psychic medium, if you meet someone, you run across it and you're thinking, hey, I really would like to do this, there are two major decisions and then one minor decision that I recommend. Number one, decide why you want to work with them. I can't stress this enough, right? I often have people sit down at my table and I say, hey, what brings you here today? And their response back is, I don't know, just curious, which is cool. I don't mind it. Curiosity is great. We can have a really terrific conversation. As a matter of fact, most of the time my guides will tell me, nope, they're here for a reason. They are just not saying it out loud, right? But you will want to know why you want to hire one, right? Very often, a specific question or a specific thing to look into is more beneficial than something out of curiosity or being broad. Are you on a spiritual journey? Maybe you've just recently embraced your spiritual path and you need some more guidance on which way to go. Because I will tell you, when I stand in front of the spiritual journey path, I can look at roughly around 63 different doors to go down to start. Yes, they just showed me the number 63. You're right. It's a weird number. I don't know where it came from, right? And if you're still kind of like stuck and you're like, I really don't know, what pops into your head when you think about talking about one? Is there a body feeling? Is there a sensation? Is there clarity that you're looking for? Being able to describe it in some way, shape, or form, even if not being very specific with a question, can help. So do yourself a favor and decide that. The next, as I said, really important, Decide how much budget you want to spend. There are psychic mediums across the board, and some of them very good, very spectacular, and still priced low. So do not allow the price, and vice versa, highly priced, not so good. So don't allow the price itself to be the only determining factor, but do find a budget that you feel comfortable with. My experience has been, you can probably say roughly around $50 US for 30 minutes is a low point, and I would say $150 for 30 minutes would be a high point. So you're like $100 an hour up to about $300 an hour, right? So it definitely varies. It definitely varies there. So understand what your budget is, right? And allow that to help to guide you. Because lower price points are often available. I do offer one that's $5. I know I'm crazy. It's all right. I'm cool with that. Last but not least, I said another little one. Decide if you want a virtual psychic or an in-person psychic. It's real simple, right? Because if you want it virtual, it opens it up much broader. You've got a lot more options and a lot more opportunity. If you want it in person, then you are limited to what is available by you or by wherever you're traveling. So I hope this helps. I hope a little bit of this information helps you understand hiring a psychic medium and why you may not why not every psychic might not want to be hired, and also gives you a little bit of guidance of what to figure out before you decide on who. So that being said, until next time, my dear friends.